Detroit man awarded $10 million after wrongful conviction. And man was wrongfully convicted and incarcerated over 6 years. Okay, he was awarded $10 million in damages by a jury in Detroit. Okay, his name is Alexander Ansari. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. Who was awarded last Friday, was wrongfully serving a life sentence over claims that in 2012 he supposedly unalived a 15-year-old girl and wounded 2 others. Okay, according to the lawsuit filed. So what he said, and I'm gonna play the video real quick. I just want to kind of read this real fast, and we'll get right into it. He says, "Once I got the verdict back, my heart dropped." Okay. He says, and I'm like, dang, I got to spend the rest of my life in here for something I didn't do. He says, and I tried to unalive myself, is what he told ABC News. He says he felt like nobody didn't pull the evidence together to see that I wasn't the person in the first place. So things started getting overwhelming for him. Man, this makes me extremely upset because I don't want to see anybody waste or how can I say, get that many years taken from them for something that they didn't do. It's just the justice system got to be better, man. But let's get into it real quick, and then we'll give our thoughts.
Our next guest is Alexandre Ansari, who was wrongfully accused of fatally shooting a 15-year-old girl in Detroit back in 2013. His attorney, Wolf Mueller, who also joins us now, helped Alexandre win his exoneration and a historic $10 million verdict. We thank you both so much for being here. Alexandre, you served more than 6 years of a life sentence for a murder you did not commit. You always maintained your innocence. How does it feel to finally get justice in your case?
I'm just thankful that the jury finally seen all the evidence and was able to bring me justice.
We're talking about $10 million for roughly 6 years. I guess if you do the math, it's about $1.6 million a year. Of course, I don't know how you put a valuation on those years that were lost, but do you feel in the end that this compensation is fair?
I believe so. I put it in the jury's hands. So, I felt like they evaluated the right way.
And I gotta tell you like this: there's no amount of money, okay, that's gonna put back all the time that he spent, all the trauma that he went through. I'm pretty sure it looks like he probably got in some sort of fights while he was in there. As you can see, his face look all busted up. There's just no amount of money that can take away your time. Okay, so that's extremely frustrating to see a young man, and this happens time and time again over history. Okay, over a long period of time, this sort of thing has happened. And in my personal opinion, the justice system has to do a better job. And we know throughout history, they don't mind throwing a brother in jail real quick just to, to have the case closed, right? We couldn't find out who did it. We don't have the full, knowledge. We don't have the full evidence, man, but somebody got to go down for this, to appease the family, to appease the masses. And sometimes the justice system throw away the wrong people. And in this case, the evidence came out where it ended up him not being guilty, and he actually, they actually filed a lawsuit, and he actually got awarded $10 million. So, $10 million is a pretty hefty piece of money that you can change your life, man. So I am happy for the brother that he was able to, move forward from this. Okay, this is the much better outcome than him sitting in there for life. Okay, so I you got to be happy about that aspect of it. You feel me?
You were 27 years old at the time. Tell us about what you feel that you've lost during that 6 years that you've been incarcerated.
I lost a lot. My granny was the main person in my life, and unfortunately she can't be here now. But I'm thankful for the tools that she gave me to be able to fight.
What kinds of hardships did you experience while behind bars?
Once I got the verdict back, my heart dropped. And I'm like, dang, I gotta spend the rest of my life in here for something I didn't do. And, I tried to kill myself.
And what was that? Because life behind bars was so difficult, or because you felt it was so unjust that you had been convicted for a crime you didn't commit?
I felt unjust. I felt like, nobody didn't put all the evidence together to see that I wasn't the person in the first place. So things started getting overwhelming.
Man, that's sad, man. That is sad. You can see it in a man's face that he's heartbroken. He's torn up. He lost his grandmother while he was on the inside, dealing with a lot of trauma. You can just imagine. Like I imagine this brothers have to go get some sort of therapy. He's gonna have to get a strong team around him to keep him together and you know what I'm saying, keep him going. And he's gonna need family. He's gonna need friends. He's gonna need everybody around him to hold him up in this situation. But I mean, the man got broke off. He getting his paper now, so that has to be a big thing. But I imagine taxes is coming out and the lawyer fees, of course. But this man should be able to walk away with a pretty penny, man. And hopefully he get a good team around him and somebody that can help him invest the money and start businesses, whatever he got to do. Get yourself a nice place, cars, whatever. And hopefully this brother lives out the rest of his days and enjoy the rest of his life, because this justice system, man, a lot of times, excuse me, y'all, boy burping up a storm, had some delicious Taco Bell right there. But anyway, time and time again, we see the justice system fail us over and over and over again. And in this man's case, it almost cost him his life, okay? So, yeah, but this is just a little article I seen, touched my heart a little bit. I wanted to get in here, talk about it. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section if you feel differently. Be respectful. If we're not respectful, we got to start getting, rude and saying things out of pocket. We're going to have to pack you up, get you booted up out of here, man. But really appreciate everybody that support the channel. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button for me. It really helps the channel out. This your boy Get a Mic. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody checking into the video. Subscribe to the channel if you do, man. Appreciate it.